Hello. Welcome to the When I Have Spare Time podcast. My name is Frank, and I'll be sitting here talking to you for a few minutes. As usual, I'm wearing clothes. I'm wearing a Rebecca from Cyberpunk Edge Runners. I'm wearing a pullover with her. She's one of my favorite lollies. Um, you know, there's a lot of lame people out there. So first of all, I'm pretending I'm upset. But anyway, last night at my job, we had construction workers come to do a dance recital. We had construction workers come over my job last night to do construction work, obviously. And yes, the picture of Cassie in the background is meant for me to laugh. I don't care if you find it disturbing. It's making me laugh. So they put in like new lights and then they paint like some rails. I'm all about snorting the rails. Anyway, so when they put in the new lights, they somehow tracked in mud everywhere. Like it looked like someone let a dog loose, you know, like in the rain, and it just ran around in every muddy puddle and then came back inside like it was nothing. Like it was like, what happened? And then the paint they did, I guess they sanded off the original coat of paint. So there was like this I want to say like by like where they painted it, it was like, like a foot of black, like dust. And I'm like, so no one thought they should sweep this, because it goes along the whole wall, so you can't miss it. It's like no one thought they should sweep that, and then they were putting in some drywall, and there's just like drywall they didn't use or just whatever. There's just like lots of like broken bits of drywall on the floor because like they were cutting some so it'll fit, so there's lots of dust and stuff. I'm like, you didn't think you should clean that up either? Like, like what the fuck? Like, like they came in to fix stuff and left and things were worse. It made no sense. I'm like, you're telling me you come to work with mud on your shoes, like you went mudding. Unbelievable, unbelievable. And then like all of them weren't painting. So only one of them I think painted, and the other three sat in a van and drank because they came back inside. They were, well, okay. The one I talked to, he was drunk, and then one of them just didn't talk, and whatever. Anyway, the whole point is, it made sense why they left it worse, you know, than when they started, even though they are handymen, But whatever. Man, they were messy. But I mean, I didn't say anything. And I didn't go, hey, manager, that guy. I didn't. I could care less. That guy probably gets paid minimum wage. If he wants to do handiwork drunk, be my guest. Because like, I'm assuming he wasn't the one on the ladder. Cause like changing the lights, like the lights are high, like cause it's a warehouse, so like they had a crazy high ladder. I was like, whoa, like you think they would make lights differently then? Like if you have to get on the ladder like that, I was just like, okay, whatever. But anyway, and so Earlier today, I was getting delivery, and I'm not making this up. I am not making this up. For those of you that know me, for those of you that listen to this podcast, um, for those of you that know the deep lore of Frank from the When I Have Spare Time podcast. Anyway, um, I can't stand trans. Um, I'm gonna be so confusing now. Trans men. Okay, I don't like any of them, but it's really weird. Wait. I'm really confused. I met something outside that delivered my food. I'm like, what is that? And I'm like, wait, is that a girl trying to pass as a guy, or is that a guy trying to pass as a girl? But it's like a tomboy girl. It was so weird. Anyway, I'm 5'10", so this thing was 6'2". Um, had a bob haircut, wore sunglasses, had a extra large t-shirt on, wasn't wearing a bra, had some tits. You could definitely tell it had tits. And then wearing like baggy sweats, um sandals with socks. It was like very like, I sleep in this. But anyway, it looked like, and once again, I don't know what it was, because I mean, I don't know if it was a girl trying to be a guy or a guy trying to be a girl. Either way, I don't want to interact. See, that's the thing. Like, if you can't get that right, there's a problem. If you can't wake up in the morning and just like be a sex, I mean, be the gender that you were born. If you can't wake up and do the basics, goals for today: wake up, make sure everyone can tell that I'm a boy, or whatever. Make sure everyone can tell I'm a girl. Like, like that shouldn't be something you have to like actively do. Like, make sure people can tell what gender you are. Like, Jesus Christ. I was like, what are you? Like, I was treating this human being like it was a skunk. Like it was talking, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, in my mind, I'm like, what the fuck? Anyway, and the same thing, the voice. It could have been a girl's voice. It could have been a guy's voice. Like, I'm pretty sure this was a guy trying to be a trans girl. Because it made sense. Like, 6'2", um, like, nice head of hair. We're talking like boy band hair, except it was a bob for a woman. Um, was like styled just right to look like, oh, I'm just like a girl that woke up, but no, this is me giving 130%. Like, it just made sense, because like, because if that was a girl trying to be a guy, that is a very weird depiction of a guy. Very weird depiction of a guy. Um, granted, you're a crazy person in the first place, so of course it's the whole thing's weird. Okay, it's so weird. I'm bothered. It's so weird. I'm a dude with a picture of Cassie Moore as his background. Picture's like 10 years old. And I'm calling you weird, you tranny fuck. Dude, it was very uncomfortable. Okay, so I've made my final decision. That was a man transing as a woman. Because it's because the mannerisms made sense, and it was just a, you know, it was weird. It was just like a dude, pretending to be a chick. Dude, it ain't normal. I'm not gonna pretend that was normal. The interaction I had earlier today was not normal, and and it's bothering me. It was like, dude, because your brain. See, there's this thing called, like Mother Nature, and like when you socially interact with people, you do interact with a man one on one different than a woman one on one. You act different when there's a couple than you do with a single person. You act differently with groups. If there's 6 guys and 3 girls, you act differently. And it's just natural because I don't know, man. It goes back from when we were cavemen and just starting out and doing our social behaviors. Okay, so anyway, so imagine when someone gets out the car and you're like, wait, what? And like your brain short circuits because you're like, what is that? I what? Like seriously, that's those were like the first 20 words in my mind when that thing got out the car was, what what what? I just kept saying what over and over. Oh my god! And it was driving in a SUV. It's like so many things were saying I'm a guy. Like the hair, the way they're dressed, just the mannerisms for sure. The mannerisms are 100%, but the hormones made this person grow tits. It doesn't matter how I describe it; it's not normal. Yeah, and I'm not. I just can't do it. What the fuck? And so now I'm afraid to use that service again because I don't want to interact with that person again. I legit do not want to interact with that person again. Scary. Scary stuff. Anyway, I guess I've said enough. You guys have a good one. I'll talk to you later. Peace out.